I think in the next 5 to 10 years, your house will become a net contributor.
Yeah.
You're in a house today that uses a minimum amount of energy, but into the future, your house will actually contribute. So instead of
PV
being a
panels,
cost,
yeah.
exactly. Instead of being a cost, it's going to be a contributor. It'll actually be looked as an income generator, not an income user.
To build sustainable and lasting communities, you need much more than just beautiful houses. You need considered developments and initiatives that enhance the local environment, biodiversity and green spaces. Stephen, why is sustainability so important to you?
I think there's the three main aspects that we focus on. Affordability, that's the first and foremost. So for our homeowners that are buying these houses here today, if they use all the government initiatives, the repayments on their mortgage is less than €1,000 a month. The second aspect is obviously the energy use in the house. All these houses we're building in this development are A1. We made the conscious decision to move our product up to that energy rating. And if you look at this development, how much consumption the energy use of that home is, it's dramatically reduced. And you can also recharge if you have an electric car from the home as well. So that's a huge benefit. So it's not just the mortgage payment we're looking at, it's also the energy use, because people will be living in these homes for up to 50 or 60 years. So the cost of that's massive. The third point then is obviously where we locate our developments, and that's critical to us. So we try to locate as many of our developments in high transport nodes, close to train stations, close to motorways. Our homeowners, when they move into the development, is that they can plug and play into their home. Everything is there for them. Their amenities in the developments, like the playground over here, is fully completed. All of these aspects, the street lights are done, the roads are all done. These are all key. And it's to make that transition for the customer from not owning a home to owning a home, that experience much better.
Buying a house can be quite an emotive process, and there's a head and a heart involved in that. So the couple or whoever are buying the house are probably all lovey-dovey because of the fact that they can get a roof over their head, whereas they've got parents, friends, brothers, sisters. Did you think about this? Did you think about this? So they are a more discerning customer, aren't they?
And that's just turning to experience. They've done it all before.
They know what
exactly.
Have your priorities shifted in aligned with what people are expecting, because they're working from home now, and most of them are hybrid working or full-time working from home. Has that changed how you look for things?
Certainly some of our customers is they don't intend to be in the office 5 days a week. It may be 3 days a week. And it also may be a lifestyle choice in the sense of they don't want to be in that rat race of driving to work every day. Broadband is as big a utility.
It's more important than water.
It's not. It's up there.
It's right
up there.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, my kids would swap the Wi-Fi for water.
So would mine. But that just shows you how it has shifted. That broadband is one of the most important utilities.
So there's a lot of pressure then on people to buy houses because of the rental market and the cost of renting. So for them to see a house that's cheaper than rent, and they can sometimes rush into it. So there's a huge responsibility, I suppose, to us in the construction industry to make sure that you are thinking about their future, that you are thinking about locations, that there's a further responsibility, because people are sometimes making a decision based on economics, that I have to buy a house because the rents are going up. We need we need certainty. We're starting a family where we've decided that one person isn't going to work, because we'll take time off to mind kids. So when people are making these big decisions in life, a house is sometimes very much part of that.
If you're a young couple coming down to buy a home, and the plan is to start a young family, the ability of now someone being able to make this the choice of, well, I can stay at home because my mortgage repayments, and that comes back to affordability is the biggest issue for couples. And that's why we've looked at this in the whole. We haven't decided that, let's just build the cheapest house in the cheapest location. No, we want to build in the most sustainable locations where they have what they need, but also plug into this. If you think about your house, you have to pay it back over 30 years. But you have to live in it over 50 years. How much is your energy use going to be over those 50 years? That for us, and we've looked at this, we've ran the models out. If you make your house so efficient, and this is besides we have to address the climate issues that are coming down the track. This is simply the dynamics of living. This is at a starting point. I think in the next 5 to 10 years, your house will become a net contributor. You're in a house today that uses a minimum amount of energy. But into the future, your house will actually contribute. So instead of
PV
being a
panels,
cost, exactly. Instead of being a cost, it's going to be a contributor. It'll actually be looked as an income generator, not an income user, and that's going to change things. And you can see that if you just look at the car industry. 15 years ago, no one would have said electric cars are going to. In 5 years' time, there isn't going to be a diesel car or petrol car being made. We have shifted. the housing industry has to accept it has to shift as well.